everyone, Janie Bennett here from Gem Auras. Welcome to our channel. This is the channel that's dedicated to crystal healing, angel therapy, the law of attraction and vibrational living. But have you ever wondered how to harness the energy of the moon? Have you ever wondered what does it matter about the full moon? Have you ever wondered what all the fuss is about full moon rituals? Well, if you've asked any of those questions, this is the video for you. So stay tuned. We're going to explain how to harness the energies of the full moon. So what is a full moon? Well, a full moon occurs when the sun, the earth and the moon are in complete alignment, with the earth in between the moon and the sun. So as you can imagine, when the sun is shining its bright light, you can actually see the full moon, and that's why we see it in its entirety. As you probably know, you can see the full moon every 28 days. It comes in cycles. So you have 12 opportunities per calendar year to make the most of the full moon. Let me explain what I mean by that. As you probably realise, the moon is responsible for our tides. So if you put it into perspective, that moon that you look up to in the sky has got that much power that it can actually cause the ebb and the flow of the oceans on Earth. And think of it that way in terms of humanity. Think of it that way in terms of our emotions, the ebb and the flow. So the idea is using the full moon, using the full moon's energy every 28 days when she becomes full. We can actually tap into those energies and they can assist us. So on a full moon, the idea is that, like the moon, we have come to a completion, if you like. Over those 28 days, those preceding 28 days, we have come to a head, we have come to a conclusion, if you like, ready to break down again, to rebuild and renew. Think of it like a New Year's resolution. But the problem with a New Year's resolution is that we probably make them and then break them within a few weeks. And then we have to wait that whole year to start again. What is so fantastic about a full moon, of course, not only it occurs 12 times a year, it happens every 28 days. So we've got more opportunities to wipe the slate clean, if you like. But also what's so fantastic about the moon, rather than New Year's resolutions, we're actually tapping into energies. And that's what I love about working with the full moon. And I wanted to share with you today what I do personally during the full moon period. So the first thing I like to do 2 days prior to the full moon, so when it's about 98%, I like to get all my gemstones, all my crystals out underneath the moonlight. I like to cleanse and charge my gemstones under the moonlight. So if you do have gemstones and crystals, that's what I always recommend you doing. So make sure in your calendars that not only are you marking the full moon dates, but also a day prior or two to make sure you've got all your crystals ready to go. And then I would leave them bathing in the moonlight for 2 or 3 evenings. So that's the very first thing that I do with the full moon. So actually using the power of the full moon. Now, if you are someone that feels energies, you might actually feel changes in your behavior, changes in your emotions around that full moon time. Look, you know, they do call it lunacy, and it has been reported that hospitals tend to have a lot more cases of people being admitted on full moon. Coincidence? Who knows? All I can say is that working with the full moon is a fantastic time because you really can tap into those sea of energies the sea of energies that of course moves our tides in ebb and flow. So full moon is the opportunity to release and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Now, a great way to do this the day before, again at the same time maybe as putting your crystals out ready, take a pen and paper and write on there everything that no longer serves you. It could be anything at all. Don't leave any stone unturned. Everything that no longer serves, write it down on that piece of paper. So once I've written my list of things that no longer serve, what I then like to do is to make sure that I'm out in the moonlight. Of course, if you can't see the moon, if it's really cloudy that night, it really doesn't matter. You know that the moon is there. And then what I like to do is to sit and read my list out loud under the moon. And then I like to set fire to that piece of paper and actually see it burning into nothingness. So symbolically, that's what we're doing. We're writing down everything that no longer serves. We're then offering that up to Mother Moon, Goddess Moon, and asking that she helps us to release everything that no longer serves. So this is a great way of doing it. Make sure you have a bowl of water ready so that you can doubt that paper at the very, very end. But here's a little tip, which I've learned over the years. When you're writing that list, make sure you write it in the middle of the page. There's nothing worse with writing lots of things you'd like to get rid of, and then as you burn it, you have to let it go because it's going to burn your fingers, and you've still got some words left on that piece of paper. So there's a great tip. Make sure you write in the middle of the page, and then when you roll your paper up, you can set fire to it. When you doubt the paper at the very end, there are no words left at all on that page. So as you're doing this, ask the moon's help. Ask the moon to help you in letting go of everything no longer serves. Because symbolically, that's what the moon is doing. That night or that day is when the moon is coming to its very fullest. It cannot expand anymore. And then from that point, it will then start to decrease and start to wane. So that's what you're asking. You're asking the moon to help you to come to your point, and then for you to let go of everything no longer serves. So once you've done that, I would then encourage you to enjoy a moonstone bath. Or if you don't have a bath at home, maybe a foot spa. So what I would recommend to do is to fill your bath or foot spa with beautiful fragrances that you love. Pop some moonstone in there. And I also like to add in there Himalayan salts for the detox benefit. And again, imagine detoxifying not only just your body, but your mind as well. So that's a great symbolic way of bringing all that together for the body too, because Himalayan salts will help you to let go of anything that no longer serves from your physical aspect as well. While I'm in that bath or having a foot spa, I sit with my eyes closed. And again, I go over my list that I've just burnt and thank the Goddess Moon for helping me to release everything on that list that no longer serves me. I also ask the moon to infuse my water, my bath water or foot spa with her loving, healing energies. And then I tend to sit there and enjoy that for about 15 to 20 minutes while the water is still nice and warm. Now, if you can see the moon while this is all happening, then fantastic. But if you can't, don't worry. You know the moon is there, and just draw on those beautiful energies, asking the Goddess Moon to help you release everything that no longer serves. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I really do encourage you to mark this in your diaries and make this a beautiful ritual that you do every single month. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe And also maybe have a look at our 21 days to a happier you challenge and check out all the videos in this series. And we'll see you again soon.